In the vibrant town of Rainbowville, there lived a creative and imaginative artist named Annie. With her colorful palette and magic paintbrush, Annie was the town's favorite creator, bringing joy and brightness to everyone around. One sunny day, as she strolled through the town square, she overheard a group of children chatting about a dull wall that needed some color. Annie's eyes sparkled with excitement, and she decided to embark on an adventure to turn the dull wall into a masterpiece. With her magic paintbrush in hand and a palette filled with every color imaginable, Annie skipped towards the dull wall. The children of Rainbowville followed, their curiosity piqued by the prospect of witnessing Annie's colorful creations. Annie gazed at the plain wall, envisioning a world filled with vibrant hues. She dipped her brush into the paint and with a flourish began to create. Red, blue, and yellow danced together, creating a lively background for her masterpiece. As Annie painted, the children watched in awe. The wall transformed before their eyes, becoming a canvas of joy and imagination. A bright sun with a smiling face appeared in the corner, spreading warmth and happiness. Trees of green and pink sprouted, and fluffy clouds floated overhead in shades of white and purple. But Annie wasn't finished yet. With a mischievous twinkle in her eye, she added a splash of orange and yellow to create a whimsical rainbow that arched across the wall. The children cheered, their laughter echoing through Rainbowville. As Annie painted, she felt the magic of creativity and community. The children, inspired by her vibrant energy, couldn't resist joining in. Annie handed out smaller brushes and invited them to add their own colorful touches to the wall. Little hands dipped in paint, creating handprints of pink, blue, and green. The dull wall transformed into a celebration of unity and collaboration. Annie's colorful creations became a mural that reflected the unique spirit of each child in Rainbowville. Mayor Rainbowtail, hearing about the artistic adventure, joined the group. With a smile, he declared, "This wall is now a symbol of our town's creativity and togetherness. Thank you, Artist Annie, for filling our lives with color and joy." The sun began to set, casting a warm glow on the newly adorned wall. Annie, the children, and the townsfolk gathered around, admiring the masterpiece. The wall that was once dull and unnoticed had become a beacon of creativity, a testament to the power of imagination and collaboration. And so, the tale of artist Annie's colorful creations became a cherished story in Rainbowville, a reminder that even the simplest places can become magical canvases when touched by the brush of creativity and the spirit of community. In the cheerful town of Toothville, where smiles brightened every street, lived a kind and gentle dentist named Dennis. With his white coat and a friendly demeanor, Dentist Dennis was the town's expert in keeping everyone's teeth healthy and happy. One sunny morning, as he opened the doors to his dental clinic, he noticed a special sparkle in the children's smiles. Inspired by their enthusiasm, Dennis declared a happy teeth adventure for the little ones of Toothville. With a warm wave, Dentist Dennis gathered a group of excited children who were ready for a day filled with dental discoveries. Together, they strolled towards the dental clinic where the adventure would unfold. Hello, my little friends. Today, we're going on a happy teeth adventure to learn how to keep our smiles bright and healthy. Are you ready? Dennis asked with a twinkle in his eye. The children nodded eagerly as Dennis handed out tiny toothbrushes and colorful dental charts. The adventure had officially begun. Their first stop was the plaque patrol station, where Dennis showed the children how to brush away the invisible plaque monsters that could cause cavities. With their tiny toothbrushes, the children practiced brushing in circular motions, ensuring their teeth were clean and sparkly. Next, they ventured into the flossing forest, where dental floss trees stood tall. Dennis, with a playful melody, taught the children how to use dental floss to remove the sneaky bits of food hiding between their teeth. The children giggled as they pretended to be flossing fairies, dancing between the flossing trees. Their adventure continued to the sugar-free snack shack, where Dennis explained the importance of choosing healthy snacks for happy teeth. The children learned about the magical power of fruits and vegetables in keeping their teeth strong and shiny. As they strolled towards the Fluoride Falls, the air filled with the refreshing mist of dental care. Dennis demonstrated how fluoride could protect their teeth from cavities, and the children pretended to drink from the falls, feeling the magical shield of fluoride enveloping their smiles, their happy teeth. Adventure reached its peak at the brilliant Smile Bridge, where the children showcased their clean and happy teeth. Dennis, with a delighted smile, awarded each child a Happy Teeth certificate, praising them for their commitment to dental health. Mayor Toothgrin, hearing about Dennis's Happy Teeth adventure, arrived to express gratitude. Dentist Dennis and our little friends, you've not only embarked on a dental adventure, but have also shown us the importance of taking care of our smiles. Thank you for spreading joy and health in Toothville. As the sun set over Toothville, the little ones, with their Happy Teeth certificates in hand, returned home with smiles that sparkled like stars. Dennis, knowing that he had made a positive impact on their dental habits, felt a deep sense of fulfillment. And so, the tale of Dentist Dennis's Happy Teeth adventure became a cherished story in Toothville, reminding everyone that with the right care and a sprinkle of fun, keeping our smiles happy and healthy can be a delightful adventure for all ages. In the heart of Sugarville, where the aroma of freshly baked goodies filled the air, lived the town's beloved baker, Bella. With her apron adorned with flour and a twinkle in her eye, Baker Bella was known for creating the most delicious treats that brought smiles to every face. One sunny morning, as she prepared to open her bakery, Bella discovered a magical recipe book tucked away on a forgotten shelf. Inspired by the enchanting recipes, she declared a sweet adventure for the children of Sugarville. With a cheerful wave, Baker Bella gathered a group of eager children who were ready for a day filled with sugary delights. Together, they strolled towards the bakery, where the adventure would unfold. Hello, my little bakers. Today, we're going on a sweet adventure to discover the magic behind our town's sweetest treats. Are you ready? Bella asked with a twinkle in her eye. The children nodded enthusiastically as Bella handed out miniature chef hats and colorful mixing spoons. The adventure had officially begun. Their first stop was the cookie corner, where the sweet aroma of freshly baked cookies wafted through the air. Bella, with a playful twist of her whisk, showed the children how to mix the perfect cookie dough. The kids giggled as they stirred their imaginary bowls, envisioning chocolate chips and sprinkles magically appearing. Next, they ventured into Cupcake Cove, where rows of cupcakes awaited their decorative touch. Bella, with a flourish of her frosting bag, demonstrated the art of piping swirls and twirls. The children, with their tiny chef hats adorned, created a cupcake masterpiece of colors and flavors. Their adventure continued to the muffin meadow, where blueberry and banana muffins beckoned. Bella, with a gentle hum, taught the children how to fold in ingredients with care. The kids, their fingers lightly dancing, transformed the meadow into a fragrant haven of muffin magic. As they strolled towards the cake castle, the air became rich with the scent of vanilla and buttercream. Bella, with a regal stance, showed the children how to layer and frost a cake fit for a king or queen. The children, their eyes wide with awe, envisioned a castle made of sweet dreams. Their sweet adventure reached its peak at the Lollipop Lane, where candy and confections sparkled like jewels. Bella, with a twinkle in her eye, shared the secret of crafting colorful lollipops. The children, swirling their imaginary candy sticks, turned the lane into a sugary wonderland. With their aprons dusted with flour and their chef hats tilted proudly, Bella and the little bakers returned to Sugarville's main square. The townsfolk, witnessing the sugary spectacle, erupted in cheers and applause. Mayor Sugarsmile, moved by the sweet adventure, arrived to express gratitude. Baker Bella and our little bakers, you've not only created sweet treats, but also sprinkled joy and magic throughout Sugarville. Thank you for making our town even sweeter. As the sun set over Sugarville, the little bakers, holding trays of their imaginary delights, marched home with hearts full of sweetness. Bella, surrounded by the children and the appreciative townsfolk, felt a sense of warmth and satisfaction. And so, the tale of Baker Bella's sweet adventure became a cherished story in Sugarville, a reminder that sometimes the sweetest adventures are found not just in the treats we create, but also in the joy we share with our community. In the bustling town of Coinington, where the clink of coins and the rustle of banknotes created a melodic symphony, lived a friendly and wise banker named Benny. With his polished suit and a twinkle in his eye, Banker Benny was the guardian of Coinington Bank, ensuring that everyone's money was safe and sound. One sunny morning, as he sorted through the coins, Benny discovered a magical coin map hidden in an old treasure chest. Inspired by the idea of a coin adventure, he declared a coin quest for the children of Coinington. With a wave and a cheerful smile, Banker Benny gathered a group of curious children who were ready for a day filled with coin explorations. Together, they strolled towards the bank, where the adventure would unfold. Hello, my little treasure hunters. Today, we're going on a coin quest to explore the fascinating world of coins and savings. Are you ready? Benny asked with a twinkle in his eye. The children nodded eagerly as Benny handed out miniature coin pouches and colorful magnifying glasses. The adventure had officially begun. Their first stop was Penny Park, where shiny pennies sparkled on the playground. Benny, with a gentle touch, taught the children how to observe the different designs on pennies. The kids, their magnifying glasses focused on tiny details, imagined themselves as detectives in the Penny Park Detective Agency, Next, they ventured into Nickel Nook, where sturdy nickels lay hidden among the grass. Benny, with a cheerful hum, demonstrated how to stack nickels and create mini towers. The children, their fingers working like architects, transformed the nook into a nickel castle. Their adventure continued to Dime Den, where silver dimes gleamed in the sunlight. Benny, with a twirl of his mustache, showed the children how to arrange dimes in patterns and shapes. The kids, their imaginations soaring, turned the den into a dime mosaic garden. As they strolled towards Quarter Quarry, the air filled with the jingle of quarters in the coin pouches. Benny, with a playful bounce, explained the value of quarters and their importance in savings. The children, their coin pouches jingling with each step, felt the weight of their newfound treasures. Their coin quest reached its peak at Dollar Dreamland, where golden dollar coins lay scattered like treasures awaiting discovery. Benny, with a warm smile, shared the importance of saving and making dreams come true. The townsfolk, witnessing the delightful spectacle, gathered to join the Dollar Dreamland parade. Mayor Coinheart, moved by the coin quest, arrived to express gratitude. Banker Benny and our little treasure hunters, you've not only explored the fascinating world of coins, but also brought the spirit of saving and dreams to Coinington. Thank you for making our town even more prosperous and joyful. As the sun set over Coinington, the little treasure hunters, with their coin pouches filled, marched home with hearts full of excitement and dreams. Benny, surrounded by the children and the appreciative townsfolk, felt a sense of fulfillment and community spirit. And so, the tale of Banker Benny's coin quest became a cherished story in Coinington, a reminder that the world of coins is not just about currency, but also about the treasures of learning, saving, and building dreams for the future. In the bustling town of Playville, where the sound of laughter and the thud of bouncing balls filled the air, lived a spirited and enthusiastic sports coach named Carla. With her vibrant whistle and a twinkle in her eye, Coach Carla was the heart of the town's sports activities, ensuring that everyone had a blast while staying active. One sunny morning, as she set up for a day of games, Carla discovered a magical playbook hidden beneath the soccer cones. Inspired by the idea of a sports adventure, she declared a sports fun day for the children of Playville. With a wave and an energetic smile, Coach Carla gathered a group of excited children who were ready for a day filled with sports and games. Together, they strolled towards the sports field, where the adventure would unfold. Hello, my little athletes. Today, we're going on a sports fun day to explore the joys of staying active and healthy. Are you ready? Carla asked with a twinkle in her eye. The children nodded eagerly as Carla handed out miniature sports equipment and colorful jerseys. The adventure had officially begun. Their first stop was the soccer safari, where soccer balls rolled like playful animals on the grassy plains. Carla, with a swift kick, taught the children how to dribble and score goals. The kids, their tiny feet dancing with excitement, imagined themselves as soccer stars in the Safari Cup. Next, they ventured into Basketball Bay, where hoops hung like ripe fruit from imaginary trees. Carla, with a skillful toss, demonstrated how to shoot hoops and score points. The children, their basketballs soaring through the air, felt the thrill of making a perfect shot in the Bay League. Their adventure continued to Relay Race Ridge, where batons passed like the wind in a friendly relay competition. Carla, with a lively cheer, showed the children how to run and pass the baton with teamwork. The kids, their laughter echoing through the ridge, imagined themselves as relay champions in the Playville Olympics. As they strolled towards Gymnastics Grove, the air filled with the sound of rhythmic music. Carla, with a graceful twirl, shared the joy of gymnastics and simple routines. The children, their bodies bending and stretching, turned the grove into a gymnastics showcase. Their sports fun day reached its peak at Tug-of-War Valley, where a giant rope stretched across the field. Carla, with a strong stance, taught the children the art of teamwork and strategy in a friendly tug-of-war. The townsfolk, hearing the cheers and seeing the friendly competition, gathered to join in the Valley Challenge. Mayor Playhart, moved by the Sports Fun Day, arrived to express gratitude. Coach Carla and our little athletes, you've not only explored the joys of sports, but also brought the spirit of teamwork and fun to Playville. Thank you for making our town even more vibrant and active. As the sun set over Playville, the little athletes, wearing their colorful jerseys proudly, marched home with hearts full of sportsmanship. Carla, surrounded by the children and the appreciative townsfolk, felt a sense of pride and accomplishment. And so, the tale of Coach Carla's sports fun became a cherished story in Playville. A reminder that sports are not just about winning or losing, but about the joy of playing together, staying active, and building a healthy community spirit. In the cheerful town of Sparklingville, where the sun's rays danced on clean streets, lived a kind and spirited custodian named Carlos. With his broom in hand and a twinkle in his eye, Cleanup Carlos was the guardian of Sparklingville Square, ensuring that the town remained a clean and joyful place. One sunny morning, as he swept the square, Carlos discovered a magical broomstick tucked away in the janitor's closet. Inspired by the idea of a cleanup adventure, he declared a magical cleanup day for the children of Sparklingville. With a wave and a cheerful smile, Cleanup Carlos gathered a group of curious children who were ready for a day filled with magical cleanup. Together, they strolled towards the town square, where the adventure would unfold. Hello, my little helpers. Today, we're going on a magical cleanup day to make our town even more sparkly and delightful. Are you ready? Carlos asked, with a twinkle in his eye. The children nodded eagerly as Carlos handed out miniature broomsticks and colorful cleaning cloths. The adventure had officially begun. Their first stop was Candy Wrapper Corner, where stray wrappers and bits of paper lay scattered like confetti. Carlos, with a wave of his magical broomstick, taught the children how to sweep away the mess. The kids, their mini broomsticks whisking through the air, imagined themselves as wizards banishing clutter with a flick of their magical tools. Next, they ventured into Leafy Lane, where fallen leaves rustled in the breeze. Carlos, with a spin of his magical broom, showed the children how to gather leaves into playful piles. The children, their cleaning cloths transforming into enchanted nets, played in the leafy kingdom they had created. Their adventure continued to TrashCon Trail, where bins overflowed with discarded items. Carlos, with a tap of his magical broomstick, demonstrated how to sort recyclables and keep the trail clean. The children, their eyes gleaming with eco-friendly magic, imagined themselves as guardians of the trash can kingdom. As they strolled toward Shine Alley, the air filled with the scent of cleanliness and the sparkle of polished surfaces. Carlos, with a shine of his magical broom, explained the joy of keeping public spaces spotless. The children, their cleaning cloths gliding over surfaces, turned the alley into a sparkling wonderland. Their magical cleanup day reached its peak at Fountain Square, where a central fountain sparkled in the sunlight. Carlos, with a grand sweep of his magical broom, taught the children how to ensure the water sparkled like diamonds. The townsfolk, seeing the enchanting spectacle, gathered to join the fountain frolic. Mayor Sparkleheart, moved by the magical cleanup day, arrived to express gratitude. Clean up, Carlos and our little magical helpers. You've not only made Sparklingville even more delightful, but also shown the magic of cleanliness and community spirit. Thank you for making our town shine even brighter. As the sun set over Sparklingville, the little magical helpers, with their broomsticks held high, marched home with hearts full of pride and accomplishment. Carlos, surrounded by the children and the appreciative townsfolk, felt a sense of joy and unity. And so, the tale of Clean Up Carlos's magical day became a cherished story in Sparklingville, a reminder that cleanliness is not just a chore, but a magical adventure that transforms communities and brings smiles to everyone in the town. In the lively town of Sparksville, there lived a cheerful and ingenious electrician named Ellie. With her tool belt slung over her shoulder and a spark of creativity in her eyes, Ellie was the town's go-to helper for all things electrical. One sunny morning, as she strolled through the town square, she noticed that the street lamps looked a little dim. Ellie's eyes twinkled with determination, and she hatched a plan to illuminate Sparksville with her bright idea. With a confident stride, Electrician Ellie gathered a group of curious children who were eager to join her adventure. They all marched towards the town square, where the street lamps cast faint glows. "Hello, my little helpers! Today, we're going to give Sparksville a dazzling makeover," Ellie exclaimed, her smile as radiant as the sun. Ellie opened her tool belt, revealing an array of colorful light bulbs. The children's eyes widened with excitement. Ellie explained the magic behind each bulb, turning the adventure into an impromptu lesson on the wonders of electricity. Their first stop was the Rainbow Market, where Ellie envisioned a canopy of rainbow lights hanging from the market stalls. With the children passing her bulbs, Ellie climbed a ladder and began transforming the market into a vibrant sea of colors. The children giggled and clapped, mesmerized by the radiant display. Next, they visited Sparksville Park, where Ellie planned to turn the trees into twinkling wonders. With the children distributing bulbs, Ellie skillfully wrapped the branches, turning the park into a fairy tale forest of lights. The park, once dim, now sparkled with enchantment. As they strolled towards the town square, Ellie noticed the dull street lamps. She gathered the children around and shared her bright idea. "What if we turn these ordinary lamps into extraordinary lanterns?" children cheered in agreement, and Ellie, with her ingenious touch, replaced the ordinary bulbs with dazzling lanterns of various shapes and sizes. The town square transformed into a magical space where the children could dance beneath the soft glow of Ellie's lanterns. Mayor Sparklebeam, hearing about Ellie's bright idea, arrived to express gratitude. "Electrician Ellie, you've not only brightened our town, but also sparked joy in every corner. Thank you for your creativity and your radiant spirit." As the sun dipped below the horizon, the townsfolk gathered in the now illuminated Sparksville. The children, holding hands with Ellie, led a joyous parade through the brightly lit streets. Ellie's bright idea had not only illuminated Sparksville, but it also created a sense of unity and delight. The night came alive with laughter, music, and the warm glow of the lanterns. Sparksville, once dimmed, now shone as a beacon of creativity and community spirit. As the festivities came to an end, Electrician Ellie gazed at the transformed town with pride. Her bright idea had not only lit up Sparksville, but had also ignited a sense of wonder in the hearts of the townsfolk. And so, the tale of Electrician Ellie's bright idea became a cherished story in Sparksville, a reminder that a little creativity and community spirit can turn even the dimmest corners into a dazzling display of joy and light. In the lively town of Giggleburg, where laughter echoed through the streets like a melody, lived a bubbly and creative clown named Emma. With her colorful costume and a twinkle in her eye, silly Emma was the heart of Giggleburg, spreading joy and laughter to all. One sunny morning, as she painted a rainbow on her clown shoes, Emma discovered a magical juggling set hidden in her oversized pockets. Inspired by the idea of a silly circus adventure, she declared a silly circus show for the children of Giggleburg. With a wave and a playful smile, silly Emma gathered a group of excited children who were ready for a day filled with laughter and circus magic. Together, they strolled towards the town square where the adventure would unfold. Hello, my little gigglers. Today, we're going to have a silly circus show full of funny tricks and playful surprises. Are you ready? Emma asked with a twinkle in her eye. The children nodded eagerly as Emma handed out miniature clown noses and colorful juggling scarves. The adventure had officially begun. Their first act was Balancing Bonanza, where Emma showed the children how to balance on one foot while spinning a plate on their fingers. The kids, their clown noses wobbling with each step, imagined themselves as graceful acrobats in the Giggleburg Circus. Next, they ventured into Juggling Jungle, where colorful juggling balls hung from imaginary trees. Emma, with a toss and a twirl, demonstrated how to juggle and keep the balls dancing in the air. The children, their juggling scarves floating like feathers, turned the jungle into a juggling jubilee. Their adventure continued to Silly Tightrope Square, where an imaginary tightrope stretched across the square. Emma, with a playful strut, showed the children how to walk the silly tightrope with exaggerated steps and silly wiggles. The kids, their clown noses held high, crossed the square like the stars of the tightrope troupe. As they strolled towards Giggle Globe, the air filled with the sound of laughter and the scent of cotton candy. Emma, with a joyful skip, explained the importance of laughter and smiles in the circus. The children, their hearts filled with giggles, turned Giggle Globe into a laughter-filled paradise. Their silly circus show reached its peak at Surprise Spectacle, where a big striped tent appeared out of thin air. Emma, with a grand sweep of her magical juggling set, invited the children to unveil the surprise inside the tent. The townsfolk, seeing the whimsical spectacle, gathered to join the Surprise Spectacle parade. Mayor Gigglesworth, moved by the silly circus show, arrived to express gratitude. Silly Emma and our little gigglers, you've not only entertained us with your circus magic, but also reminded us of the joy that laughter brings. Thank you for making Giggleburg an even happier place. As the sun set over Giggleburg, the little gigglers, wearing their clown noses proudly, marched home with hearts full of laughter. Emma, surrounded by the children and the appreciative townsfolk, felt a sense of delight and unity. And so, the tale of Emma's silly circus show became a cherished story in Giggleburg, a reminder that laughter is not just a sound, but a magical force that brings communities together and fills the world with joy. In the busy town of Bildersburg, where towering cranes and colorful hard hats filled the streets, lived a spirited construction crew. Led by their enthusiastic foreman, Freddie, the construction crew was known for building, fixing, and creating wonders throughout the town. One sunny morning, as they worked on a new project, the crew stumbled upon an unexpected surprise buried deep in the ground, a mysterious set of dinosaur bones. Excitement bubbled in the air, and Freddie declared a dino discovery adventure for the children of Bildersburg. With a friendly wave, Foreman Freddie gathered a group of curious children who were eager to join the construction crew on this prehistoric quest. Together, they marched towards the construction site where the adventure awaited. Hello, my little builders. Today, we're going on a dino discovery adventure to uncover the secrets of our town's prehistoric past. Are you ready? Freddie asked, with a twinkle in his eye. The children nodded enthusiastically as Freddie handed out toy hard hats and miniature shovels. The adventure had officially begun. Their first stop was the excavation zone, where the crew had uncovered the dinosaur bones. Freddie, with a jovial spirit, explained the importance of careful digging and showed the children how to handle their shovels. The kids giggled as they mimicked the crew's digging techniques, unearthing imaginary bones. Next, they ventured into the Dino Puzzle Plaza, where scattered bones waited to be assembled into a dinosaur skeleton. Freddie, with a playful rhythm, demonstrated how to piece together the puzzle. The children, with their tiny hands, worked together to form the shape of a friendly dinosaur. Their adventure continued to the footprint field, where enormous dinosaur footprints covered the ground. Freddie, with a cheerful bounce, taught the children how to follow the footprints and pretend to be dinosaurs on a stomping march. The kids, their imaginations soaring, turned the field into a prehistoric parade. As they strolled towards the fossil forest, the air filled with the magic of the past. Freddie, with a twirl of his hard hat, shared stories of ancient trees and ferns that once shaded the dinosaurs. The children, their eyes wide with wonder, explored the fossilized forest, imagining the world millions of years ago. Their dino discovery adventure reached its peak at the Roaring Ridge, where a life-sized dinosaur replica stood tall. Freddy, with a dramatic roar, invited the children to join him in a dino parade around the ridge. The town's residents, hearing the commotion, gathered to witness the joyful spectacle. Mayor Bilderhart, moved by the dino discovery adventure, arrived to express gratitude. Foreman Freddy and our little builders, you've not only constructed buildings, but also uncovered the magic of our town's history. Thank you for bringing joy and learning to Bildersburg. As the sun set over Bildersburg, the children, donned in toy hard hats, marched home with hearts full of excitement and newfound knowledge. Freddy, surrounded by the little builders and the appreciative townsfolk, felt a sense of accomplishment. And so, the tale of construction crew's dino discovery became a cherished story in Bildersburg. A reminder that sometimes, beneath the bustling streets and towering cranes, lies a world of magic waiting to be discovered with the spirit of adventure and exploration. In the heart of Animalville, there lived a kind and caring veterinarian named Vet Vanessa. With her stethoscope draped around her neck and a gentle smile on her face, Vanessa was not only the town's favorite vet, but also a friend to all the animals. One sunny day, Vanessa had a special idea to take the children of Animalville on an animal safari to learn more about their furry, feathered, and finned neighbors. With a twinkle in her eyes, Vet Vanessa gathered a group of excited children and set off on their adventure. The first stop was the Wise Owl's Perch, where a wise old owl named Oliver shared fascinating facts about birds. The children marveled at the colorful feathers and unique songs of the different avian friends in Animalville. As they continued on their safari, Vanessa and the children ventured into the bunny burrows. Here, the fluffy rabbits hopped and nibbled on greens, showcasing their playful nature. Vanessa explained the importance of taking care of their bunny friends and ensuring they had a safe and comfortable home. Next on the safari was the pond paradise, where Vanessa and the children observed turtles basking in the sun and frogs croaking by the water's edge. The gentle quack of ducks echoed through the air as they waddled along the pond's edge. Vanessa explained how important it was to keep the pond clean for the aquatic animals. Their adventure led them to the furry meadows, where Vanessa introduced the children to the world of furry friends, like squirrels and chipmunks. The children giggled as they watched the squirrels scamper and play, showcasing their acrobatic skills. The safari continued to the enchanted fish tank, where colorful fish darted and glided through the water. Vanessa explained the significance of maintaining a healthy environment for fish and the importance of responsibility in pet ownership. The highlight of the safari was the majestic stable, where friendly horses and ponies neighed and pranced. Vanessa and the children learned about the importance of grooming, feeding, and spending quality time with these magnificent animals. As the sun began to set, Vanessa led the children to the Grand Tree House, a special place where they could reflect on their animal safari. Vanessa thanked the children for their curiosity and respect toward the animal kingdom, reminding them that every creature plays a vital role in the delicate balance of nature. The children returned home with hearts full of newfound knowledge and a deep appreciation for their animal friends. Vanessa's animal safari
had not only been an educational journey, but also a celebration of the wonderful diversity of Animalville.
And so, the tale of Vet Vanessa's animal safari became a cherished story in Animalville, inspiring the children to be kind and compassionate to all creatures, big and small, and fostering a love for the beautiful world of animals around them. In the lively town of Ottoville, where the hum of engines and the clatter of tools echoed through the streets, lived a friendly and skilled mechanic named Max. With his trusty toolbox and a twinkle in his eye, Mechanic Max was known for turning even the most sputtering engines into purring marvels. One sunny morning, as he worked in his garage, Max stumbled upon an old car that seemed to be in need of a special touch. Inspired by the challenge, he declared a car challenge adventure for the children of Ottoville. With a wave and a friendly smile, Mechanic Max gathered a group of curious children who were eager to join him on this vehicular quest. Together, they strolled towards the garage, where the adventure would unfold. Hello, my little car enthusiasts. Today, we're going on a car challenge adventure to discover the secrets of fixing and revving up our town's coolest rides. Are you ready? Max asked, with a twinkle in his eye. The children nodded enthusiastically as Max handed out tiny tool belts and colorful toy wrenches. The adventure had officially begun. Their first stop was the flat tire fiesta, where an old car sat sadly with a deflated tire. Max, with a cheerful spirit, showed the children how to use their toy wrenches to change a flat tire. The kids giggled as they mimicked the twisting and turning motions, transforming the flat tire into a fully inflated wonder. Next, they ventured into the engine rev-up realm, where a car with a quiet engine waited for some magic. Max, with a melodious hum, taught the children how to make engine noises and rev up the imaginary motor. The children, their voices blending into a symphony of vroom vrooms, turned the realm into a lively engine orchestra. Their adventure continued to the spark plug safari, where a car hesitated to start. Max, with a spark of creativity, demonstrated how to check and clean spark plugs. The children, armed with their toy tools, enthusiastically inspected and cleaned their imaginary spark plugs, bringing the sleepy car to life with a triumphant roar. As they strolled towards the windshield wiper wonderland, the air filled with the rhythm of swishing wipers. Max, with a playful twirl, showed the children how to move their arms like windshield wipers in a rain dance. The kids, their bodies swaying in unison, turned the wonderland into a lively dance floor. Their car challenge adventure reached its peak at the paint job parade, where a car longed for a vibrant makeover. Max, with a swirl of his paintbrush, taught the children how to mix imaginary colors and paint the car with creativity. The children, their tiny hands creating masterpieces, transformed the parade into a rolling rainbow of colors. With their toy tool belts jingling and their cars gleaming, Max and the little mechanics returned to Ottoville's main square. The townsfolk, witnessing the colorful spectacle, erupted in cheers and applause. Mayor Motorheart, moved by the car challenge adventure, arrived to express gratitude. Mechanic Max and our little mechanics, you've not only fixed cars, but also filled our town with the joy of creativity and teamwork. Thank you for making Ottoville a brighter and happier place. As the sun set over Ottoville, the little mechanics, holding their toy wrenches high, marched home with hearts full of accomplishment. Max, surrounded by the children and the appreciative townsfolk, felt a sense of pride and camaraderie. And so, the tale of Mechanic Max's car challenge became a cherished story in Ottoville. A reminder that with a dash of creativity and the power of teamwork, even the trickiest challenges can be turned into adventures filled with laughter and success. In the heart of Greentown, where towering trees and colorful flowers painted the landscape, lived a lively and caring park ranger named Penny. With her green uniform and a sparkle in her eye, Park Penny was the guardian of Greentown Park, ensuring that nature thrived and visitors had a wonderful time. One sunny morning, as she strolled through the park, Penny discovered a mysterious trail leading to a hidden grove. Inspired by the possibility of a nature adventure, she declared a nature exploration for the children of Greentown. With a friendly wave, Park Penny gathered a group of curious children who were ready for a day filled with nature wonders. Together, they meandered towards the hidden grove, where the adventure would unfold. Hello, my little nature explorers. Today, we're going on a nature exploration to uncover the secrets of our beautiful park. Are you ready? Penny asked with a twinkle in her eye. The children nodded eagerly as Penny handed out tiny explorer hats and colorful magnifying glasses. The adventure had officially begun. Their first stop was the Butterfly Bliss Meadow, where colorful butterflies fluttered among the wildflowers. Penny, with a gentle whisper, taught the children how to observe butterflies without startling them. The kids, their magnifying glasses focused on delicate wings, marveled at the intricate patterns. Next, they ventured into Squirrel Hollow, where playful squirrels scampered among the trees. Penny, with a soft giggle, demonstrated how to mimic squirrel chatters. The children, joining in the playful banter, turned the hollow into a woodland symphony. Their adventure continued to Frog Pond Paradise, where frogs croaked and splashed in the water. Penny, with a playful hop, showed the children how to crouch quietly and observe the frogs' lively antics. The kids, their eyes wide with excitement, imagined themselves as frog friends in the pond. As they strolled towards Treehouse Terrace, the air filled with the scent of pine and the rustle of leaves, Penny, with a thoughtful gaze, shared stories of the wise old trees that witnessed the park's history. The children, their imaginations soaring, explored the terrace as if they were nature detectives. Their nature exploration reached its peak at the Waterfall Wonder, where a hidden waterfall cascaded down moss-covered rocks. Penny, with a delighted smile, taught the children how to appreciate the soothing sound of falling water. The children, captivated by the melody, turned the wonder into a serene oasis. With their explorer hats tipped low and their magnifying glasses gleaming, Penny and the little nature explorers returned to Greentown Park's main square. The townsfolk, witnessing the tranquil spectacle, erupted in cheers and applause. Mayor Greenheart, moved by the nature exploration, arrived to express gratitude. Park Penny and our little explorers, you've not only discovered the wonders of nature, but also brought the magic of our park to life. Thank you for making Greentown a greener and more enchanting place. As the sun set over Greentown, the little explorers, holding their magnifying glasses high, marched home with hearts full of appreciation for the natural world. Penny, surrounded by the children and the appreciative townsfolk, felt a sense of fulfillment and unity. And so, the tale of Park Penny's nature exploration became a cherished story in Greentown. A reminder that the beauty of nature is not just a spectacle to observe, but an adventure waiting to be explored and appreciated by the young and the young at heart. In the charming town of Fixington, there lived a cheerful and handy plumber named Pete. With his toolbox slung over his shoulder and a trusty wrench in hand, Pete was the town's go-to guy for fixing anything that dripped, leaked, or creaked. One sunny morning, as he strolled through the town square, he overheard the worried whispers of the townsfolk. The beloved Fixington fountain had sprung a leak. Pete's eyes twinkled with determination, and he declared a fix-it mission to save the day. With a cheerful whistle, Plumber Petey gathered the children of Fixington, who were eager to join his adventure. Armed with tiny wrenches and toy toolboxes, they marched towards the fountain. As they arrived, Petey assessed the situation with a wise nod. "No worries, my little helpers. We're going to fix this leak and make the Fixington fountain as good as new." Pete opened his toolbox, revealing an array of colorful tools. The children watched in awe as he explained each tool's purpose. The adventure had begun. First, Pete and the children examined the pipes. They traced the water's path, giggling at the unexpected twists and turns. Pete explained how the pipes worked, turning the fix-it mission into an impromptu plumbing lesson. The Fixington fountain was not just any fountain. It had magical water that changed colors. The townsfolk loved watching the colors change, and Pete knew it was essential to keep the magic intact. With a sense of teamwork, Pete and his little helpers tightened bolts, replaced worn-out washers, and patched up any cracks. The children held their toy wrenches with pride, mimicking Pete's every move. The sun climbed higher in the sky as the fix-it mission continued. Pete, with his expert knowledge, guided the children in a playful dance around the fountain, making the repair process an entertaining and educational experience. As they reached the heart of the fountain, Pete noticed a tiny sprite, the guardian of the magical waters, fluttering nearby. The sprite, grateful for their efforts, sprinkled a touch of extra magic on Pete's wrench, turning it into a sparkling wand. With a wave of the magical wrench, Pete sealed the final leak. The fountain sparkled with renewed life, and the water flowed more vibrantly than ever before. The townsfolk, having heard about Pete's fix-it mission, gathered around the fountain. They were met with cheers and laughter as the children proudly shared the story of how they helped Plumber Pete save the Fixington fountain. Mayor Fixington arrived to express his gratitude. "Plumber Pete and our little helpers, you've not only fixed the fountain, but also added a touch of magic to our town. Thank you for turning a challenge into a joyous adventure." The Fixington fountain became a symbol of unity and cooperation. Pete's fix-it mission had not only repaired a leak, but it also created a lasting memory in the hearts of Fixington's residents. As the day came to an end, Pete and the children walked away from the Fixington fountain, their heads held high. The Fix-It mission had been a triumph of teamwork, education, and the magic that comes from lending a helping hand. And so, the tale of Plumber Pete's Fix-It mission became a cherished story in Fixington, a reminder that even the smallest hands, armed with knowledge and a dash of magic, can turn challenges into triumphs in the spirit of community. In the lively coastal town of Aquahaven, where the salty breeze carried laughter and seagulls soared high, lived a friendly and skilled lifeguard named Sam. With his vibrant swim trunks and a twinkle in his eye, Swimming Sam was the guardian of Aquahaven Beach, ensuring that everyone could enjoy the sea safely. One sunny morning, as he scanned the horizon for playful dolphins, Sam noticed a curious map washed ashore. Inspired by the idea of a sea adventure, he declared a sea quest for the children of Aquahaven. With a wave and a cheerful smile, Swimming Sam gathered a group of excited children who were ready for a day filled with underwater wonders. Together, they strolled towards the beach, where the sea quest would unfold. Hello, my little sea explorers. Today, we're going on a sea quest to uncover the mysteries of our beautiful ocean. Are you ready? Sam asked with a twinkle in his eye. The children nodded eagerly as Sam handed out miniature snorkels and colorful seashell necklaces. The adventure had officially begun. Their first stop was the Coral Cove, where vibrant coral reefs swayed with the gentle currents. Sam, with a serene gesture, taught the children how to observe the underwater world without disturbing its beauty. The kids, their snorkels bubbling with excitement, marveled at the rainbow of colors beneath the sea. Next, they ventured into Starfish Bay, where starfish adorned the sandy floor. Sam, with a gentle touch, showed the children how to carefully handle starfish without taking them out of the water. The children, their fingers gliding over the cool sea stars, imagined themselves as guardians of the underwater treasures. Their adventure continued to Turtle Turf, where wise sea turtles glided through the azure waters. Sam, with a slow and graceful stroke, demonstrated how to mimic the movements of sea turtles. The children, their bodies swaying like gentle waves, turned the turf into a dance floor of aquatic elegance. As they strolled towards seashell shores, the air filled with the melody of crashing waves. Sam, with a delighted smile, shared the joy of collecting seashells without disturbing the ocean's harmony. The children, their pockets filled with treasures, transformed the shores into a gallery of nature's art. Their sea quest reached its peak at the dolphin dance, where playful dolphins leaped and twirled in the distance. Sam, with an exuberant leap, invited the children to join him in an imaginary dolphin dance. The town's residents, hearing the laughter and seeing the joyful spectacle, gathered along the shore to witness the magical dance. Mayor Ocean Grace, moved by the sea quest, arrived to express gratitude. Swimming Sam and our little sea explorers, you've not only discovered the wonders of the sea, but also brought the spirit of joy and appreciation to Aquahaven. Thank you for making our coastal town even more enchanting. As the sun set over Aquahaven, The little sea explorers, wearing their seashell necklaces proudly, marched home with hearts full of admiration for the ocean. Sam, surrounded by the children and the appreciative townsfolk, felt a sense of accomplishment and unity with the sea. And so, the tale of Swimming Sam's sea quest became a cherished story in Aqua Haven, a reminder that the ocean is not just a playground, but a vast world of wonder, waiting to be explored and celebrated by those who care for its beauty. In the heart of Animalville, where playful critters roamed and tall trees provided shade, there lived a friendly and dedicated zookeeper named Zach. With his khaki uniform and a big smile, Zach took care of the animals in the Animalville Zoo. One sunny morning, as he prepared to feed the animals, Zach discovered a mysterious treasure map tucked into the lion's den. His eyes sparkled with excitement, and he declared a safari surprise adventure for the children of Animalville. With a playful wave, Zookeeper Zach gathered a group of eager children who were thrilled at the prospect of a safari surprise. Together, they followed the treasure map, embarking on an adventure that would take them deep into the heart of Animalville Zoo. Welcome, my little explorers. Today, we're going on a safari surprise adventure to discover something special hidden in our zoo. Are you ready? Zach asked, with a twinkle in his eye. The children cheered in excitement as Zach handed out tiny explorer hats and toy binoculars. The adventure had officially begun. Their first stop was the Giraffe Grove, where long-necked giraffes peacefully grazed. Zach, with his playful spirit, showed the children how to observe the giraffes from a safe distance using their toy binoculars. The kids giggled as they spotted the giraffes munching on leaves high above. Next, they ventured into Monkey Meadow, where mischievous monkeys swung from tree to tree. Zach demonstrated how to mimic the monkeys' playful chatter, and soon the children joined in, creating a symphony of laughter and monkey sounds. Their adventure continued to tiger territory, where majestic tigers prowled with a silent grace. Zach, with a hushed tone, showed the children how to move quietly like a tiger. The kids, with their tiny explorer hats pulled low, tiptoed through the grass, imagining they were on a stealthy safari. As they approached Elephant Eden, the air filled with the trumpet sounds of the gentle giants. Zach, with a twirl of his finger, encouraged the children to sway their arms like elephant trunks, turning the safari into a lively dance. Their safari surprise adventure reached its peak at Penguin Paradise, where adorable penguins waddled and slid on the icy slopes. Zach, with a mischievous grin, initiated a penguin slide race. The children, sliding and giggling, turned the frosty habitat into a winter wonderland of fun. With their safari map leading the way, Zach and the children arrived at the lion's den, where the treasure awaited. With a dramatic flourish, Zach pulled out a chest filled with golden stickers and colorful badges for the little explorers. The children, their explorer hats adorned with badges, cheered in delight. Zach declared them official safari explorers of Animalville Zoo and thanked them for their adventurous spirit. Mayor Animal Heart, hearing about Zach's safari surprise adventure, arrived to express gratitude. Zookeeper Zach and our little explorers, you've not only taken a journey through the zoo, but also added a touch of joy and discovery to Animalville. Thank you for making our zoo even more special. As the sun set over Animalville, the little explorers returned home, their hearts brimming with excitement, and their explorer hats proudly displaying their badges. Zach, with a contented smile, knew that the safari surprise adventure had not only brought joy to the children, but had also created lasting memories in the heart of Animalville Zoo. And so, the tale of zookeeper Zach's safari surprise became a cherished story in Animalville, reminding everyone that sometimes the most delightful surprises are hidden right in our own backyard, waiting to be discovered with the spirit of adventure. In the peaceful village of Harvest Haven, there lived a cheerful and diligent farmer named Fiona. With her wide-brimmed hat and a basket in hand, Fiona was the heart of the village, tending to her bountiful farm with love and care. One sunny morning, as she walked through the golden fields, Fiona noticed that the crops were ready for harvest. Her eyes sparkled with excitement, and she decided to embark on a harvest adventure with the help of the village children. With a friendly wave, Farmer Fiona gathered a group of eager children, all ready for an exciting day on the farm. They marched towards the fields, where rows of corn, sunflowers, and pumpkins awaited their attention. Welcome, my little helpers. Today, we're going on a harvest adventure to gather the fruits of our hard work, Fiona announced with a twinkle in her eye. The children beamed with enthusiasm as Fiona handed out baskets and explained the importance of harvesting at the right time. The adventure had begun. Their first stop was the cornfield corridor, where the children marveled at the tall stalks of corn, their golden ears waiting to be plucked. Fiona showed them how to twist the corn gently, and with each twist, they added another ear to their baskets. Next, they ventured into the sunflower grove, where the vibrant blooms swayed in the gentle breeze. Fiona demonstrated how to carefully cut the sunflower's sturdy stems, and the children followed suit, creating a rainbow of sunny flowers in their baskets. Their adventure continued to Pumpkin Patch Paradise, where the children discovered pumpkins of all shapes and sizes. Fiona shared stories of how pumpkins could be transformed into pies, soups, and lanterns for the upcoming harvest festival. The children carefully picked the pumpkins, their eyes gleaming with visions of delicious treats. As they moved towards the apple orchard, the air became fragrant with the sweet scent of ripe apples. Fiona explained the art of apple picking, demonstrating the gentle twist required to pluck the fruit without harming the tree. The children filled their baskets with apples, envisioning apple pies and cider for the village feast. The harvest adventure reached its peak at the berry bonanza, where bushes laden with plump berries awaited their eager fingers. Fiona taught the children how to pick the berries without squishing them, and soon their baskets overflowed with a medley of strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries. With baskets brimming with the harvest, Fiona and the children returned to Harvest Haven. The townsfolk gathered to celebrate the bountiful harvest, and Fiona thanked her little helpers for their hard work and enthusiasm. Mayor Harvest Heart, moved by the joyous occasion, declared, "Thanks to Farmer Fiona and our little harvesters, Harvest Haven is blessed with a bounty that will fill our tables and warm our hearts. Let the Harvest Festival begin. As the sun set over Harvest Haven, the village came alive with laughter, music, and the delicious aromas of freshly baked treats. Fiona, surrounded by the children and the grateful townsfolk, beamed with pride at the success of the harvest adventure. And so, the tale of Farmer Fiona's harvest adventure became a cherished story in Harvest Haven, a reminder that hard work, cooperation, and the joy of harvest bring abundance not just to the fields, but also to the hearts of a community. In the charming town of Wonderwood, where the trees whispered secrets and the flowers greeted everyone with a smile, lived a curious and adventurous explorer named Eddie. With his explorer hat and a twinkle in his eye, Explorer Eddie was the guardian of Wonderwood Forest, always seeking new discoveries and exciting adventures. One sunny morning, as he prepared for a day of exploration, Eddie stumbled upon a mysterious treasure map hidden in the hollow of an ancient oak tree. Inspired by the idea of a treasure hunt, he declared a treasure hunt day for the children of Wonderwood. With a wave and an adventurous smile, Explorer Eddie gathered a group of eager children who were ready for a day filled with hidden wonders and exciting surprises. Together, they strolled towards the heart of Wonderwood Forest, where the treasure hunt would unfold. Hello, my little explorers. Today, we're going on a treasure hunt to uncover the hidden treasures of our magical forest. Are you ready? Eddie asked with a twinkle in his eye. The children nodded eagerly as Eddie handed out miniature compasses and colorful magnifying glasses. The adventure had officially begun. Their first clue led them to fluttering ferns, where vibrant butterflies danced among the leaves. Eddie, with a point of his compass, taught the children how to follow the direction of the fluttering butterflies. The kids, their magnifying glasses scanning the ferns, imagined themselves as nature detectives in the Fluttering Ferns Detective Agency. Next, they ventured into Whispering Willows, where the wind carried soft whispers among the branches. Eddie, with a listening ear, showed the children how to pay attention to the whispers of the wind. The children, their ears tuned to the gentle rustle, felt the invisible stories carried by the breeze. Their adventure continued to Crystal Creek, where sparkling water flowed over smooth stones. Eddie, with a delighted gasp, explained the importance of clean water in nature. The children, their magnifying glasses focusing on the crystal clear creek, imagined themselves as protectors of Crystal Creek Kingdom. As they strolled towards Enchanted Elm, the air filled with the scent of adventure and the magic of discovery. Eddie, with a twirl of his explorer hat, shared the joy of finding hidden treasures. The children, their eyes gleaming with excitement, turned Enchanted Elm into a treasure trove of imagination. Their treasure hunt day reached its peak at Rainbow Ridge, where a magical rainbow arched across the sky. Eddie, with a grand sweep of his magnifying glass, invited the children to search for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. The townsfolk, hearing the laughter and seeing the colorful spectacle, gathered to join the Rainbow Ridge Parade. Mayor Wonderheart, moved by the treasure hunt day, arrived to express gratitude. Explorer Eddie and our little adventurers, you've not only uncovered the hidden treasures of Wonderwood, but also brought the spirit of curiosity and exploration to our town. Thank you for making Wonderwood even more enchanting. As the sun set over Wonderwood, the little adventurers, holding their treasures proudly, marched home with hearts full of excitement and discovery. Eddie, surrounded by the children and the appreciative townsfolk, felt a sense of accomplishment and unity. And so, the tale of explorer Eddie's treasure hunt became a cherished story in Wonderwood, a reminder that the greatest treasures are often found in the simple wonders of nature, and the joy of discovery is a treasure in itself. In the cheerful town of Cloudville, where fluffy clouds adorned the sky like cotton candy, lived an energetic and imaginative pilot named Felicity. With her colorful aviator goggles and a twinkle in her eye, Felicity was the guardian of the skies, ensuring that everyone felt the magic of flight. One sunny morning, as she prepared her trusty plane, Felicity discovered a treasure map tucked inside her pilot's hat. Inspired by the idea of a sky-high adventure, she declared a cloud quest for the children of Cloudville. With a wave and a playful smile, Pilot Felicity gathered a group of excited children who were ready for a day filled with airborne wonders. Together, they strolled towards the airstrip, where the cloud quest would unfold. Hello, my little cloud chasers. Today, we're going on a cloud quest to explore the wonders of our beautiful sky. Are you ready? Felicity asked, with a twinkle in her eye. The children nodded eagerly as Felicity handed out miniature paper airplanes and colorful scarves. The adventure had officially begun. Their first stop was Rainbow Ridge, where vibrant rainbows arched across the sky. Felicity, with a gentle spin, taught the children how to observe the beauty of rainbows without disturbing their magical glow. The kids, their paper airplanes soaring in the air, imagined themselves flying through the rainbow's vibrant hues. Next, they ventured into fluffball fields, where soft clouds drifted lazily. Felicity, with a playful bounce, showed the children how to play among the clouds, using their scarves as imaginary wings. The children, their arms outstretched like fluffy wings, transformed the fields into a playground of cloud magic. Their adventure continued to whispering winds, where gentle breezes carried secrets of the sky. Felicity, with a knowing smile, shared the importance of listening to the wind's whispers. The children, their ears tuned to the gentle rustle, felt the invisible stories carried by the wind. As they strolled towards Stardust Summit, the air filled with the shimmer of stardust. Felicity, with a delighted sparkle, explained how stardust added a touch of magic to the sky. The children, their eyes gleaming with wonder, imagined catching stardust with their outstretched hands. Their cloud quest reached its peak at Moonlit Mountain, where the moon bathed the sky in a soft glow. Felicity, with a serene gaze, invited the children to appreciate the beauty of the moonlit night. The townsfolk, seeing the enchanting spectacle, gathered below to join in the celestial celebration. Mayor Skylight, moved by the cloud quest, arrived to express gratitude. Pilot Felicity and our little cloud chasers, you've not only explored the wonders of the sky, but also brought a touch of magic to Cloudville. Thank you for making our town even more delightful. As the stars twinkled above Cloudville, the little cloud chasers, with their scarves billowing in the wind, marched home with hearts full of dreams. Felicity, surrounded by the children and the appreciative townsfolk, felt a sense of joy and accomplishment. And so, the tale of Sky High with Felicity became a cherished story in Cloudville, a reminder that the sky is not just an expanse overhead, but a canvas of endless possibilities waiting to be explored by those who look up with wonder and imagination. In the bustling town of Cleanville, there lived a cheerful and determined garbage collector named Gary. With his bright orange uniform and a sturdy broom in hand, Gary was the town's guardian of cleanliness. One sunny morning, as he rolled his garbage cart through the streets, Gary noticed a few scattered papers and cans on the ground. His eyes sparkled with determination, and he declared a clean city quest, inviting the children of Cleanville to join him on this adventure. With a friendly wave, Garbage Gary gathered a group of enthusiastic children, all eager to help tidy up their beloved town. Together, they marched towards the litter-strewn streets, ready for their clean city quest. Hello, my little helpers. Today, we're going on a special adventure to make Cleanville even cleaner. Are you ready? Gary asked with a twinkle in his eye. The children cheered in agreement as Gary handed out gloves and small trash bags. The adventure had officially begun. Their first stop was Candy Wrapper Lane, where sweet wrappers fluttered in the breeze like confetti. Gary showed the children how to carefully pick up the wrappers and deposit them into their bags. The kids giggled as they transformed the once littered street into a clean pathway. Next, they ventured into Bottle Cap Boulevard, where shiny caps glistened in the sunlight. Gary demonstrated how to scoop up the caps, and the children eagerly followed suit, turning the boulevard into a sparkling haven. Their quest continued to Paper Plane Park, where crumpled papers lay scattered on the ground. Gary, with a playful twirl of his broom, showed the children how to sweep the papers into their bags, creating a paper-free playground. As they strolled towards Can Corner, the clinking of aluminum cans echoed through the air. Gary, with a jolly rhythm, demonstrated how to collect the cans, turning the corner into a symphony of cleanliness. Their adventure reached its peak at Plastic Bottle Plaza, where empty bottles awaited a second chance. Gary, with his trusty cart, led the children in collecting the bottles, creating a colorful display of recycling. With their bags filled and the streets clean, Gary and his little helpers returned to Cleanville's main square. The townsfolk, witnessing the transformation, erupted in cheers and applause. Mayor Cleanheart, moved by the children's efforts, exclaimed, "Thanks to Garbage Gary and our little helpers, Cleanville is shining brighter than ever. Let the Clean City celebration begin." As the sun set over Cleanville, the townsfolk gathered for a celebration filled with music, laughter, and gratitude. Gary, surrounded by the children and the appreciative townsfolk, beamed with pride at the success of their Clean City quest. And so, the tale of Garbage Gary's Clean City quest became a cherished story in Cleanville, a reminder that with teamwork, determination, and a touch of fun, even the tiniest hands can make a big difference in creating a clean and joyful community. In the bustling town of Buildington, there lived a team of energetic and cheerful construction vehicles known as the construction crew. Bulldozer Benny, Crane Clara, Mixer Max, and Digger Daisy worked together every day to make the town a better place. One sunny morning, the mayor had a special task for them: to build a new playground for the children of Buildington. With a honk from Benny, the leader of the construction crew, the team revved their engines and set off for the big build. Benny rolled forward, leading the way, with Clara gracefully lifting and placing beams, Max mixing concrete, and Daisy digging the foundation. Their first challenge was to clear a space for the playground. Benny pushed aside rocks and rubble, making way for Clara to lower beams into place. As the structure began to take shape, the children of Buildington gathered around, their eyes wide with excitement. "Look, it's going to be the best playground ever," shouted one of the children. The construction crew beamed with pride, encouraged by the enthusiasm of their little fans. Benny, always the planner, directed the crew to assemble the swings, slides, and climbing structures. As Clara carefully lowered the swings into place, Max poured a smooth layer of concrete to create a safe surface. Daisy, with her powerful shovel, dug trenches for colorful flower beds that would surround the playground. The air was filled with the sounds of engines humming, metal clanking, and children cheering as the playground rose from the ground like a colorful puzzle coming together. Benny, observing the progress, couldn't help but feel a sense of accomplishment. With the main structures in place, Clara gently lowered the slides, and Daisy filled the sand pit with soft, golden sand. The children couldn't wait to explore their new playground, but the construction crew had one more surprise in store. Max, the mixer, transformed the remaining concrete into stepping stones, creating a winding path leading to the playground. The children gasped in delight as Benny and the crew invited them to walk the path, leaving their handprints on the stones. Mayor Buildington arrived to thank the construction crew for their hard work. "You've given our children a wonderful place to play and make memories. The big build is a success." The playground inauguration turned into a joyful celebration. The children climbed, slid, and swung, their laughter echoing through Buildington. The construction crew, surrounded by happy faces, honked, beeped, and revved their engines in a victory dance. As the sun set over Buildington, the construction crew admired their creation. The big build had not only brought joy to the town, but also taught the children the importance of teamwork, planning, and creating something wonderful for the community. And so, the tale of the construction crew's big build became a cherished story in Buildington, reminding everyone that with hard work, collaboration, and a touch of fun, they could build not just playgrounds, but also a stronger, happier community. In the quaint town of Blossomville, there lived a kind and green-thumbed rabbit named Gardener George. With his trusty watering can and a love for plants, George tended to the most magical garden in the whole town. One sunny morning, as he hummed a cheerful tune, a sparkling butterfly fluttered into his garden, carrying a mysterious invitation. The invitation was for the annual Blossom Festival in the Enchanted Garden, a hidden paradise that only appeared once a year. George's eyes lit up with excitement as he decided to share this enchanting experience with the children of Blossomville. Armed with gardening tools and a sprinkle of magic, George gathered a group of curious bunnies, playful squirrels, and tiny ladybugs. Together, they stepped into the heart of the enchanted garden. As they entered, the air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers, and colorful butterflies danced around like floating confetti. The first stop on their adventure was the musical petal path, where each flower played a different note when stepped on. The children giggled and hopped, creating a melody that echoed through the garden. Next, they arrived at the Rainbow Grove, a magical place where vibrant flowers blossomed in every color imaginable. George explained how each color had a unique magic to help plants grow strong and healthy. The children eagerly sprinkled the magic colors on the flowers, and soon the grove glowed with a rainbow of hues. Their journey continued to the whimsical waterfall, where a friendly frog named Freddie taught them the importance of water for plants. The children took turns using George's watering can to give life to the thirsty flowers, and with each drop, the garden became even more magical. In the heart of the enchanted garden stood the wise willow tree, whose branches whispered ancient secrets. The children gathered around as the tree shared stories of nature, growth, and the interconnectedness of all living things. George emphasized the importance of taking care of the environment and respecting the wonders of nature. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the group arrived at the glow-in-the-dark glade. The flowers in this part of the garden lit up like tiny lanterns, creating a breathtaking scene. George handed out glow sticks to the children, and they danced under the twinkling stars of their enchanted surroundings. With hearts full of joy and a sprinkle of magic dust, George and the children bid farewell to the enchanted garden. The once sparkling butterfly, now carrying certificates of garden mastery, guided them back to Blossomville. As they returned, George's garden in Blossomville seemed even more vibrant and alive. The children, inspired by the wonders they had experienced, joined George in tending to their own little patches of magic. The Tale of Gardener. George's enchanted garden lived on in Blossomville. A cherished story that encouraged the children to appreciate the beauty of nature, the magic of gardening, and the importance of living in harmony with the world around them. And so, the magic of the enchanted garden continued to bloom in the hearts of Blossomville's children, reminding them that every garden, no matter how small, could be a source of wonder, joy, and endless adventure. In the bustling town of Sunnyvale, firefighter Fred, a friendly Dalmatian with a shiny red fire truck, was the hero everyone admired. One bright morning, the alarm bell rang at the Sunnyvale fire station. Firefighter Fred rushed to the scene, ready for a brave rescue. At the edge of town, there was a colorful playground where children giggled and played. Today, however, something unusual had happened. A mischievous gust of wind had blown little Tommy's favorite kite high into the branches of the tallest tree. Tommy looked up with big, sad eyes as the other children tried to help, but the kite was just out of reach. "Don't worry, kids. Firefighter Fred is here to save the day," exclaimed Firefighter Fred with a confident smile. He parked his fire truck, donned his sturdy helmet, and pulled out a ladder that magically extended towards the sky. With each rung he climbed, the children cheered. Up, up, up went Firefighter Fred until he reached the top of the tree. The mischievous wind tried to play tricks, but Firefighter Fred stood tall and brave. He carefully untangled the kite from the branches and held it high. "Hooray! Thank you, Firefighter Fred," cheered Tommy and his friends. As Firefighter Fred descended the ladder, the children surrounded him with gratitude. To show their appreciation, they shared cookies and milk, making him feel like the town's greatest hero. Just as they were enjoying their treats, the fire station alarm sounded again. This time, a group of fluffy ducklings had wandered into the busy road, and traffic had come to a halt. Without hesitation, Firefighter Fred jumped into his fire truck and raced to the rescue. With a wave of his paw, he directed the traffic to stop, ensuring the safety of the adorable ducklings. But there was one little problem. The ducklings were too small to climb the curb and rejoin their worried mother. Firefighter Fred put on his thinking cap and decided to create a mini ramp with a wooden plank, gently guiding the ducklings to safety. The town cheered as the ducklings waddled back to their mother, quacking happily. Firefighter Fred's brave rescue had not only saved the day, but also brought joy to Sunnyvale. As the sun set, Firefighter Fred returned to the fire station, feeling proud and happy. The children of Sunnyvale knew that whenever there was trouble, Firefighter Fred would be there to lend a helping paw. And so, the tale of Firefighter Fred's brave rescue became a cherished story in Sunnyvale. In the lively town of Playfulburg, there were two furry friends, Officer Oscar the Owl and Sergeant Sammy the Squirrel, known as the dynamic duo of the Playfulburg Police Pals. One sunny morning, as they patrolled the town, they received a special call on their walkie-talkies. "Attention, Police Pals. Mayor Bunny's favorite carrot cake has gone missing from the bakery. We need your help to solve this delicious mystery," announced Chief Barrington. Officer Oscar and Sergeant Sammy wasted no time. They put on their matching police hats and set out on their adventure. With their tiny badges gleaming, they hopped into their police car, the Puzzle Pursuer, and zoomed towards Mrs. Baker's bakery. Upon arriving, they found Mrs. Baker in tears. "Oh, Police Pals, my famous carrot cake has vanished. It's Mayor Bunny's birthday today, and I promised him the best cake in Playfulburg," she sobbed. Officer Oscar comforted Mrs. Baker, while Sergeant Sammy inspected the scene for clues. They found a trail of carrot crumbs leading out the back door. "Follow the crumbs, Police Pals," chirped a cheerful bluebird perched on a nearby tree. Excitedly, Officer Oscar and Sergeant Sammy followed the crumb trail through the park, past the playground, and into the forest. The crumbs led them to a little clearing where they found Mayor Bunny's birthday cake, nibbled on by a mischievous group of woodland critters. "Oh, my stars. It looks like the forest friends couldn't resist the tempting aroma of carrot cake," giggled Officer Oscar. Sergeant Sammy, always resourceful, had an idea. He pulled out a bag of acorn treats and offered them to the woodland critters in exchange for Mayor Bunny's cake. The critters happily agreed, and soon the police pals were on their way back to Mrs. Baker's bakery with the rescued cake. the townsfolk gathered to celebrate Mayor Bunny's birthday, and Officer Oscar and Sergeant Sammy received cheers and applause for solving the delicious mystery. As a token of gratitude, Mayor Bunny presented the police pals with honorary carrot-shaped medals, declaring them the heroes of happy birthdays. From that day on, Officer Oscar and Sergeant Sammy continued to patrol Playfulburg, always ready for another adventure to keep their town safe and happy. And so, the police pals on the case became legends, teaching the children of Playfulburg that teamwork and kindness can solve any mystery, big or small. In the bustling town of Tastyburg, Chef Charlie, a jolly panda with a chef's hat and a checkered apron, ran the town's most delightful restaurant. One sunny day, Chef Charlie decided to host a special cooking class for the little ones in Tastyburg. As the children gathered in the colorful kitchen, Chef Charlie greeted them with a big smile. "Welcome, little chefs. Today, we're going to have some cooking fun," he exclaimed, holding a tray filled with colorful ingredients. Chef Charlie began the adventure by introducing the magical land of Fruitopia. He laid out a rainbow of fruits, juicy strawberries, sweet bananas, tangy oranges, and more. The children's eyes widened with excitement as they listened to Chef Charlie's tales of the fruity kingdom. "Now, my little chefs, let's create our own Fruitopia smoothies," Chef Charlie said, handing each child a colorful apron and a chef's hat. The kitchen buzzed with laughter and joy as the children chopped, sliced, and blended their fruity masterpieces. Chef Charlie danced around, offering guidance and sharing jokes to make the cooking experience even more delightful. Once the smoothies were ready, Chef Charlie gathered everyone for a tasting party. The children sipped their creations and giggled with delight as the fruity flavors danced on their tongues. But the adventure wasn't over yet. Chef Charlie had another surprise, a journey to Veggie Valley. He unveiled a garden of crisp vegetables, crunchy carrots, leafy spinach, and vibrant bell peppers. The children's eyes sparkled with curiosity as Chef Charlie explained the importance of healthy eating. "Now, my little veggie explorers, let's make veggie wraps," Chef Charlie announced, handing out colorful tortillas and a variety of veggies. The kitchen transformed into a Veggie Valley feast, with the children assembling their wraps with enthusiasm. Chef Charlie cheered them on, celebrating the joy of creating healthy and delicious meals. As the aroma of veggie wraps filled the air, Chef Charlie gathered the little chefs once more for a communal picnic. The children proudly shared their creations, taking bites of each other's wraps and discovering the deliciousness of veggies. The cooking adventure concluded with a special surprise from Chef Charlie: personalized recipe cards for each child to take home. The little chefs beamed with pride, clutching their recipes and vowing to recreate the magic of Fruitopia smoothies and veggie wraps in their own kitchens. With a warm hug, Chef Charlie bid farewell to the happy group of little chefs, knowing that he had planted seeds of joy and healthy eating in Tastyburg. As the sun set over the town, the children skipped home, eager to share their culinary adventures with their families. And so, the tale of Chef Charlie's cooking fun became a cherished memory in Tastyburg, reminding children that cooking can be a delightful and educational journey, filled with laughter, creativity, and the joy of sharing delicious meals with loved ones. Once upon a time in the charming town of Happyville, there lived a cheerful and caring teddy bear named Dr. Daisy. Dr. Daisy was no ordinary teddy bear. She was the town's beloved doctor, always ready to help her fellow stuffed animal friends. One sunny morning, a soft-spoken bunny named Benny woke up feeling a bit under the weather. His fluffy ears drooped, and he sniffled as he hopped over to Dr. Daisy's clinic. "Good morning, Benny. How can I help you today?" greeted Dr. Daisy with a warm smile. Benny replied, "I don't feel well, Dr. Daisy. My nose is runny, and I have a little cough." Dr. Daisy, being the expert healer she was, knew just what to do. She gave Benny a cozy blanket and a cup of honey tea. Then, she took out her magical stethoscope and listened to Benny's heartbeat. It sounds like you have a case of the sniffles," said Dr. Daisy. "But don't worry, Benny. We'll make you feel better in no time." With that, Dr. Daisy gathered her medical kit, a colorful bag filled with bandages, ointments, and even a few giggles. She invited Benny to join her on a healing adventure around Happyville. Their first stop was the park, where they met a wise owl named Olivia. Dr. Daisy explained Benny's sniffles, and Olivia suggested the healing power of fresh air and sunshine. So, they played games, laughed, and enjoyed the outdoors. Next, they visited Mrs. Quack, the town's librarian and a clever duck. She recommended a good story as the perfect remedy. Dr. Daisy read Benny a delightful book about brave bunnies, making him forget about his sniffles for a while. As they strolled through the town, they encountered more friends who offered hugs, kind words, and even a special dance to lift Benny's spirits. Each stop brought joy and comfort to Benny, making him feel better with every moment. By the time they returned to Dr. Daisy's clinic, Benny's sniffles had disappeared. He hugged Dr. Daisy tightly, thanking her and their friends for the wonderful healing adventure. Dr. Daisy beamed with pride, knowing that the power of love, laughter, and friendship had worked wonders. As the sun set over Happyville, the teddy bear doctor tucked Benny into bed, wishing him sweet dreams and a healthy tomorrow. And so, the tale of Dr. Daisy's healing adventure became a cherished story in Happyville, reminding all its residents that a little care, a dash of fun, and a lot of love could make any day brighter. In the lively town of Joyville, there lived a friendly and cheerful bus named Benny. With his vibrant colors and a big smile painted on his front, Benny was the town's favorite school bus. One sunny morning, Benny was given a special task: to take the children on an amazing adventure around Joyville. As the children hopped onto Benny's bouncy seats, their eyes sparkled with anticipation. Benny's usual route to school was about to transform into an extraordinary journey. With a joyful honk, Benny set off on the amazing route. Their first stop was the colorful corner, a place where houses painted in every shade of the rainbow lined the streets. Benny slowed down, allowing the children to point out their favorite colors. Red, blue, green, and yellow houses flashed by like a moving rainbow. Next, Benny steered towards Animal Avenue, where the children discovered a parade of friendly animals painted on the walls of the houses. Lions roared, elephants trumpeted, and monkeys swung from imaginary vines. The children laughed and waved at the imaginary zoo. As Benny turned onto Melody Street, the sound of music filled the air. The houses seemed to dance to the rhythm, each playing a different tune. Benny encouraged the children to clap and sing along, turning the bus into a rolling concert on wheels. Their adventure continued to the Imagination Park, a magical place where enormous sculptures of giant ice cream cones, flying dragons, and talking trees delighted the children. Benny parked for a moment, allowing the little ones to hop off and explore the whimsical wonders of the park. With a full load of excited passengers again, Benny cruised towards the storybook square. Colorful murals depicted characters from beloved stories, and the children's faces lit up as they recognized familiar tales. Benny became a storytelling stage on wheels, narrating snippets of their favorite stories as they drove past. The journey took a sweet turn as Benny entered Treats Lane, a street lined with candy-colored houses. The aroma of imaginary sweets wafted through the bus as the children pretended to lick lollipops and nibble on cotton candy. The amazing route concluded with a visit to Friendship Hill, a place where benches overlooked the town, and the children could see their school in the distance. Benny stopped, and the children shared stories, snacks, and laughter, creating memories that would last a lifetime. As the sun began to set, Benny gently rolled down the hill, taking the children back to their homes. The once sparkling houses, animal murals, musical streets, and storybook characters bid them farewell until the next adventure. The children hopped off with grateful hearts, waving goodbye to Bus Benny, their magical guide through the enchanting town of Joyville. Benny honked one last time, promising more amazing routes and adventures in the future. And so, the tale of Bus Benny's amazing route became a cherished story in Joyville, reminding the children that sometimes the most magical journeys are the ones filled with laughter, imagination, and the joy of exploring the wonders around them.